How come you're going back to your old playbooks?
That's just jam.
Have you been having better luck with them?
Not really. Just go back to my regular playbook.
Worse luck with them?
Eh, about the same.
Oh yeah, good luck time. Proper etiquette.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it.
Baby, I want you bad.
It's the start of another week of NFL action, and that
Oh, it's a home game.
Yeah, it's a home game.
Here on EA Sports. They say winning never gets old, and
We didn't
this
get our
has been some
team all riled up.
Yeah, of course winning doesn't get old. Man, everybody pats on the back, tells you how great you are. That is a wonderful feeling in life. But they have so many good players. That's the reason why they have this long winning streak. The quarterback is hot. They can hit the quarterback on the defensive side. They're going to be tough to beat here today.
First down at the 28. He climbs the ladder and has it. First and 10. Langford's going to take the handoff now. And now we'll look at the Cardinals offense, starting with the offensive line. This is an offense that has one of the most dangerous passing attacks in the NFL this season. Coming to the line at the 44. Second down and 7. Langford's handed the football. Coleman's the one who brings him to the ground.
The defense doesn't want to give up runs like that, so how do they stop it? Well, they start crowding the line of scrimmage, so you keep crowding that line of scrimmage, look out, they'll throw it over the top. Jim, look at that, the defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Langford's going to secure the handoff. They'll mark the football at the 22.
Third and short. I don't know what you do anymore. I've given up. Do you throw it? Do you run it? Do you have that kind of faith in your offensive line? Well, the offense does the football. Great job by the offensive lineman, giving that running back a chance to get that first down.
I'm playing COD. I have to be live to make sweet music.
And now here's the Panthers defense. Last week, this group came up with 3 forced turnovers. Second and 10. Makes the catch inbound.
Quarterbacks love throwing the football against cover 3. The defense is trying to stop the big pass plays down the field, so you can clearly see when somebody's around the receiver. Throw it out there near the sideline, get these easy completions.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Toss to the outside. Langford's marked down after a gain of 4.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Ready to make the stop on the goal line, loading up that defensive front. A first drive and a first touchdown. The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be.
Is the new Arizona Cardinals. Elbow rock. Elbow rock.
Right away.
Didn't someone in your division have that slogan type?
No.
Buccaneers?
No.
And he's across the 10, and that's about it. He's tackled at the 15-yard line. First down at the 15. And now Cam Newton with the deep throw. Incomplete. As we take a look at the offense for the first time today, they're coming off a big performance, putting up plenty of points last week, looking to replicate that performance today. Second down and 10. Newton, handoff. Gains 5. And here's the Cardinals defense. Last week was a fantastic performance, coming up with 6 takeaways. The Panthers now on third down. Just a week ago, they converted at a high rate in third down situations. Newton's going to take it from the gun. Got hit on release. If this last sequence is
Keep that pressure, boys.
This defense is going to give that quarterback fits as this game goes along.
It was a good series for the defense, no question about it. They learned a lot there. Let's see if they can do it and do it more as the game goes along.
And it'll be Nortman back to punt. We'll see what he can do here. Lester's there to take him down.
I realized having Tyrod Matthew at strong safety, totally worth it.
What a play for the special teams here.
Especially against people like you, Todd.
Coming to the line right at the 50. Langford.
I have no idea what you're ever doing.
Back set. First down at the 50. Langford's got it on the handoff. That's a gain of 6. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
You know what I'm doing, Lewis. I mean, you know what I'm doing, Juan.
Second down here.
Good job by the defensive line.
Well, with the fake punt sometimes.
I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Here's the handoff. Keeps chugging along. Star Latulele in on that play. It's third down coming up. Langford's taking the handoff. Now cutting to the right side, looking for some open space.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, and I think, in the NFL now is third and short is run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the first down.
The Cardinals lined up in the pistol. First down at the 34. A nice grab. No doubt it. Touchdown. Arizona Cardinals. I hope you have your blowout playbook, Phil, because this game is so one-sided as the first quarter is drawing near a finish.
Oh, shoot, you know me. I'm very limited. I only have one playbook, and that's all out. But, hey, that describes what we're seeing here so far. The offense, the whole football team, they've been sharp, and they're on their way to a blowout.
He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line. The Panthers offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession
just remember, I love you.
They weren't out there very long.
Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
Able to take the football out to the 28-yard line.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. If we use a big guy, well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy, well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch you.
First down at the 28. Tosses the football. Credit Darrell Washington with that tackle.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
Second and 7 on the way. The Panthers snap it at the 31. Over the middle and incomplete that time.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
On the way, third down. The Cardinals defense now is going to go nickel. Brown's going to pull in the bullet pass. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see them drop a pass.
I can't even get a fucking block. Came a fucking life. Stupid.
Offensive line is scared.
I'm not scared, one. They just don't block. I even have blocking at 100%.
Probably because I'm sitting in the house most of the time.
Second down and 12. He'll throw it over the middle. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. The Panthers' offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. At the line of scrimmage, the 34. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Second down coming up. Newton's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Nick Fairley with the sack.
Well, we know one thing. If you're a defensive tackle, you got power. And it was on display that time. Wonderful job by the big fella. Busting through there and getting the sack on the QB.
The Panthers take it from the 43. Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose. The Panthers will risk it here, going for it on fourth down.
Have no choice.
The Panthers lined up, bunch formation.
I'm not going to hold it
Now
against
shifting
you, but
into a spread look. They are getting ready to rush that quarterback. Panthers go for it on fourth down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up
that
to
was
the
your controller,
defense
wasn't
to
it?
bail them out.
Yes.
Now we pause it?
No. I knew I went. I just tossed it up in the air.
Okay.
Just can't do anything.
Langford's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. The football sits at the 40. First down at the 40. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. Langford's brought down after picking up only a yard.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. Scrambling out of the pocket. Running room. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line. 3rd and 1 coming up. The Panthers with a nickel look here on defense. The Cardinals snap it at the 31.
And he'll run it right.
The Cardinals moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week, they just feasted on that part of the field.
1st down and 10. He's wide. Touchdown, Arizona.
They're doing a terrific job of keeping the pressure on here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, they have kept the pressure on. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, sometimes players can't make a play because they just don't have the confidence. Now it's up to the coach. Change those calls on the defensive side. Maybe find something that works and give your players some confidence.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. That brings the play to an end. And a run back of about 18.
He has the same name as my
almost certain to come away with points the last
corner.
time they had the ball, but instead
He
of
must be
attempting a
fast.
field goal, they went for it on 4th down and were unable to convert. Let's see what
Not
they do
really.
with this possession.
Yeah, look, this isn't high school or college football where you get many possessions. In the pros, you don't get that many. When you get a chance to get points, you got to take advantage of it and take those points.
And it falls incomplete.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
2nd down coming up.
Look at that. The defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. Oh, it almost picked off that time.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back. Because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
From the shotgun.
That comeback never works for me. I don't know how you get it to work for you most of the time.
It doesn't work for me either.
Let's see what he can do here. He's going to be tackled right around the 49 and a run back of about 11. The Cardinals come back into the field to start this drive after what was really sort of a textbook touchdown drive the last time they had the ball in their hands.
Yeah, let's give a lot of credit to that offensive line. They were awesome. They did everything well. Usually you have an offensive line can only do one of the 2 things well, run block or pass block. This one, they do them both well. That's why they had so much success on that last drive.
Pulls it in. Taken down at the 45. Right now, this offense doesn't have much.
I can't even complete a fucking pass either.
And the passing game partner
Yeah,
has been
I have
very
noticed
sharp.
that.
Well, they're probably going to complain that they could have more points because you can never have enough points, Jim. We all know that the offensive line, wide receivers, quarterback, and even the coach on the sideline all having a very good first half.
Set up at the 36. First down at the 36. Out of the eye. Here's the handoff. Picks up 8 here. He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
I'm basically not even playing anymore. I'm just playing the computer do everything.
Really?
Yeah, because I can't do anything, Warren. I mean, it's...
He'll get it again. Peters in on the tackle.
2nd and short, the defense is thinking.
That's because I know what you're going to do most of the time.
They get a run. They were waiting for it, and they made a nice play. To
It's
stop
not that. It's just I can't do anything. I playing the computer when I was playing the computer yesterday. I mean, if it wasn't for all those fucking penalties, computer, God, I probably would have lost by 40 points.
Yeah, the computer is stupid with all the penalties. I played my game and then I turned it off. Alright, I didn't even finish my game because of the penalties that I was getting. The false start penalties is so dumb.
That time they throw the pass and they pick up yards for the first down.
In the red zone. This play set up by the long gainer. The give. And he's in for the touchdown. And this game gets more and more out of
I'm only going to run the ball from the rest of the game out.
Just end up being a mere formality.
It could be, you know, you go in at halftime and a game.
You don't have to do that. Just play it normally.
No, that's how I am. Do that for everybody.
Give you hope. If you can do that, look, in this league, you never know.
And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. First down at the 20. Pass is made.
Fucking!
Knocks the ball out. Incomplete. Timeout is called, so we're going to
He
take
drops the ball more than anybody else on my team, too. In the other leagues, I have him in version 2, and I have him in freaking Arch League, and he drops the ball so much.
Cardinals defense brings in an extra member of the
He's
secondary.
fast, but he drops the ball like
Newton standing back in the shotgun, ready for
every
the
time, really.
Gets it out for the completion. Running room. He's in the clear. They'll mark him at the 22.
What a nice throw and catch that time, but here it just shows you why you want to have a lot of speed on the defensive side. So when you make a mistake, what do? You make up for it by chasing the player down from behind and making the tackle.
Newton's completion percentage, 40% on the day. First down following the long play. Back to the air here on first down. Second down now.
Shit.
Had it, but dropped it.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Stepping up to the line of scrimmage, the 22-yard line. Newton in shotgun formation. Going for the deep ball, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
He'll try this one from 39.
Motherfucker, missing a fucking field goal.
Wow, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, I think it's easy to see why he missed his field goal wide, Jim. Look, as he put his plant foot down, he just got too close to the football in bad position, and that's why he missed it wide.
The Cardinals
I don't know
have
how
all
that
the
happened,
answers
bud.
to this point. The score's 28-0.
Then your frustration gets to your head.
First down at the 29. Langford's tackled down at the 36.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Let's go. It's second down and 3. Wide to the left. That's a gain of only a yard.
Outside linebackers are just, they really are great athletes. They got size and they can really run. That was a good job by the outside linebacker there that time, stopping the outside run for no gain.
Third down. The Cardinals line up, split backfield. Langford's going to take the handoff now. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
And as far as the football team up, the defense, 3rd and short, they stop the run, keeps the offense short of the first down, and look at the excitement on the defensive side.
He's going to challenge the punt coverage. And that gains 1. And that that will do it for the first half. That was exciting for one side and a complete embarrassment for the other. It's blowout city here as we've reached halftime. Larry coming up next to break down the mismatch. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Panthers offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think they need to try a few different ones here in the second half.
Underneath, but can't find a mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. Second down after the incompletion. The Cardinals defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. From the gun, Newton finds his mark. And he gains maybe 3.
I know you won't believe this, but sometimes completing a short pass like that,
That guy's trying to break free.
give a quarterback confidence, so it does serve a purpose.
The Panthers are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. 3rd down and 7. Scans the field, and it's batted down. You had to figure that at least from a mental standpoint, they needed something out of this initial third quarter drive, but instead, it's more of the same of what we saw in the first half. They can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, listen, Jim, I'm tired of talking about how bad they are on the offensive side and not getting it done. Let's talk about the defense. It's been outstanding, and they deserve everything they've done here today. They have played hard and smart.
Smith's tackled down at the 30.
That's the first time I've had that
That's
happen.
nothing but that's just luck. That's all you can say. You're the return team. They fumble the football, it bounces out, and they get it back. They lucky there.
The Cardinals from the 32. Toss to the outside. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Good job by the defensive line staying in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. 2nd down and 8. Langford's handed the football. And a gain of 4.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
The Cardinals come out in the pistol. They better hurry to get the snap. Back to the ground. Running room. Touchdowns, Arizona Cardinals. A little bit of personal history he just made.
Thank you for that, Todd.
Touchdown run number 100. The Arizona Cardinals for the extra point. It's good.
Why'd you do that?
Can't stop you,
The
so.
Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. And that return ends rather quietly.
You have to remember this is just a game, Todd.
At the 16.
It's not life.
The Panthers offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive,
Do you work
which
tomorrow?
was completely
unproductive.
A quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase
I'll
this
play the
defense.
division
This
with you tomorrow.
defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough.
Will you
on
get
the
off work?
offense. Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big.
I have to
In
watch the
second
Blazer
half,
game
all
after
you can
this.
do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
First down here after the completion. Into the hands of Kelvin Benjamin. 3rd catch today so far.
The Panthers did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now 2nd and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Newton's completion percentage, 40% on the day. Handoff out of the eye. Tackles made, and that'll move the chains.
All you can do is your job. And that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
The Panthers at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Now 1st and 10. Down on the field. One-handed grab. He's brought down.
Oh my God!
Such a great athlete. And of course, you got to be a great athlete
That's
to be able to
Benji.
make a catch like that. When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
And now Newton's going to take off.
No,
You
you did.
Touchdown. We've seen in recent years, Phil, some amazing comebacks, and even years ago, the Bills coming back from 35-3 against the Oilers. Is something like that in the making here now with that touchdown?
Jim, that is always possible. I remember sitting back and thinking that game was over, and it just slowly, just one touchdown after another. The momentum can just keep building, and sometimes when that happens, it's hard to stop. So to answer your question, this game's not over.
Tolbert's there to make the stop. The Cardinals offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
They went with the ground game on 1st down, bringing up 2nd. Play clock's running down. Langford's going to secure the handoff. That's a tackle right near the 48. The Cardinals have gone by their usual game plan today. That's running the football. Langford's been a threat on the ground and continues to rack up yardage.
Been tremendous once again today. And look, let's look at this running back. He's got legs of steel. He can break tackles. He can run around you. That's why this running game is so good.
Right back to him once more. And now to be on the other side after this.
Like we've seen all year long, isn't it? There's a reason why this guy's the
Are you
top
ready?
runner in the NFL. He does
Alright.
every single week.
I'm doing
Find
well
ways to
myself.
have games like this. Big yards picked up on that.
Todd's gonna be quiet for a
First
moment.
down at the 41.
Okay.
Slashing to the right side.
I thought I'd get on and see what I can do on the vision.
And the offense just keep picking up those first downs. We got a
I
big
can't do
lead here in
anything
the second
right
half.
now.
Keep that clock running.
I know.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning
There's
the
too
football
much going
game.
on in my life right now
they're
with
in the
Dark
red
Souls,
zone.
this
Let's see if they
game.
can come up with a play that
Dark
fools
Souls.
the defense.
Dark Souls. Man. Yep.
Coming up to the
I just
line
got
at the
New Game
13-yard
Plus.
line.
What'd you get?
They need to get the play off.
I beat the whole game. Now
Langford's
it's
got
just kind of
one
replaying the
handoff.
game. Except it's more challenging now. Enemies have more health and they drop more
He
kind
didn't get
of
many
lootable
yards
items.
that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day.
Well, maybe
When
if you
there's
can
an opportunity to
beat
get
it
some
on
yards,
that, we can
he's
talk
been
into
there
playing
to take
Division
advantage
more.
of it.
Now 3rd and short,
Maybe.
following the run.
Maybe. There's always hope for that.
The 4th quarter about to get underway, and there's not much left to do in this one other than to run out the clock.
Yeah, that's what you hope to do on the side. When you're winning a game like this, you want to run the clock out. And you know what,
But
Jim?
Todd
On
might
the
want to
other
play the
side,
division after
they
this.
want that clock to run
Probably
too,
not.
because they're just trying to find a
Probably
way to
not.
get out of this game.
Thomas setting up now in the
It's all
pistol.
good in the neighborhood.
Final quarter underway now with this snap. Langford's brought down after picking up just a yard.
It's not
Games
to be
in
a
the
pickup,
NFL
dude.
can hinge on 3rd and short. Who could pick them up and who could stop them? How about that play that time by the defense? They stopped the 3rd and short run, and now it's 4th down.
And he puts it through for 3.
Well, when you get points, it's never a bad thing. That is for sure. Good job by the field goal kicker that time.
Well, Todd, you helped me
Nice
to a field
job
goal
by
on
the
that one.
offense moving the football down the field.
You seen Brian on lately?
He had nowhere to go, and
he was
they
on yesterday.
kept him at the 16-yard
You could probably send a
line.
message to him.
Facebook probably the best way.
First down at the
Yeah,
16.
well, he has the PlayStation app too.
Secures
Oh,
it in 2
okay.
hands.
PlayStation Network.
So they complete one, and still it's second down. The Cardinals lined up in the nickel. He will not get away. He's taken
Come on, Warren. Stop the fucking blitzing.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitz
Alright,
is
I'll stop
coming,
blitzing
nobody's
then.
there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect
No,
yourself.
we know I'm running. We know I'm passing the ball. We don't need the blitz.
The defense just mauling the quarterback. It'll be 3rd and 16 after the sack. Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. Looking across the middle. Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. All set to punt here. And it's a fake. They're running a fake. Has the reception all alone.
How about that
I had a
play?
feeling the one time that I
More than
called
just kick
that,
it. He can
that
throw
would be
too.
it.
He is a very good athlete, and that was a nice throw.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Newton in shotgun formation. Brown had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
Second and 10.
So who do you want to win, San Antonio or
Long pass, and it falls incomplete.
Dallas?
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
I like both teams, but I'm partial to Dallas because that's my area and that's the team I grew up
Play number
watching.
6 coming up on this drive.
But we both know that's not going to happen, right?
At the line.
More than likely not. It'd be like
The Panthers
Moses parting the Red Sea type of miracle.
Yeah.
has his
Oh my goodness.
They take the
Todd
football
just had a
onto the
crazy catch.
opponent's side of the field.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better.
Yeah.
Finally getting a
Greg
first down, down big in the
Popovich,
second half, and you're on the
probably
offensive side.
the
Don't look for the
one or
goal
two
scorer.
greatest
Just
coaches
look
in the
to
league
pick
right now.
up positive
Oh, I
moments
agree.
and hope it leads you to a score later.
So, you know, when San Antonio wins, I
on the day.
won't be totally
First
upset.
down at the 44.
And I have watched a lot of San Antonio games too.
You have?
Oh yeah. When I was growing up, well, in the 90s, the Mavericks were really awful. We went to a lot of their games.
First
And
down
then
at the 22.
probably went to probably a dozen games. San Antonio. Well,
Over the quarterback. Man, this defensive end, Jim,
Overall,
he has some talent. That time, good job. Makes the move,
2000s,
shows the speed,
I probably
and
went
gets
to
around there and gets
12
the sack.
San Antonio games.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
The Panthers come to the line.
Every time we
with a
would visit
bunch
my
set.
sisters in San
Newton's
Antonio,
back in
that
shotgun
we would
formation. Out to Ginn.
during
The
basketball
Panthers
season.
get a first down.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
First and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. He just caught the 50th touchdown pass of his outstanding career.
See what happens when I play passively, Todd? You just sit back and read my defense for days. That's why I have to blitz.
The point after
Because my defense
good.
is only good when I blitz.
The Panthers now lining up for the onside kick. There's a flag right there. – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – – The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up.
Oh, I thought I would get the ball, though. I didn't know you recovered it.
Huh. Neither did I.
This long drive continues.
That's just odd.
They bring in the extra tight end. First down.
Gives him a chance to drive.
Looking at every option. Intercepted. Midway through the fourth, and the mood
Throw it into triple coverage.
has to be one of tremendous frustration as they throw the interception.
Absolutely, Jim. They have to be so disappointed. They had high hopes coming into this game. We talked to the coaches. They thought they would play well. Well, this is just one of those days when nothing went right for your side.
I think the Blazers are going to beat Los Angeles. Especially with Blake Griffin out. Oh, no one blocked him.
Rocked for a loss on that tackle.
Look up at that
That
scoreboard.
was quadruple coverage
Game,
toss.
so we have a third and long situation. So you've got to know that. Manage the game. Don't take a chance.
Now looking at third down. Thomas is set in the pistol. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Oh, and you hurt my backup quarterback, Todd. Way to go.
And so now they'll bring out Malone to punt. He's got a chance to return this one. That return is good for about 27.
The Panthers love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
He's not explosive.
First down at the 33. Makes the catch in the open field. That's his third catch of the day.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL,
Forward shoulder
it
labor.
makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
Thank you, Todd.
Danielle's got an injury update for us. Let's
Means he's out for the rest of the season.
Guys, I just spoke with a Cardinals official. He said it was his shoulder in question. The doctors believe it is a ligament tear, and they pulled him from the game. An MRI has already been scheduled.
Rings it in for the score in the end zone.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
Throws the pass.
Nice job by the defense that time, stopping a two-point conversion. It is so tough from the 2-yard line. So many things to think about on the defensive side, but they were ready that time.
Everything hinged on them recovering that onside kick, and they failed to do so.
Well, Jim, when you're doing the onside kick, you really got to hope for that perfect bounce of the football. That time it did not happen. That's why they didn't recover.
The Cardinals will approach this play from out of the pistol.
Good game, Todd. You almost came back.
No, I didn't.
Setting up now at the 45. The Cardinals at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. Now makes the move to the right. Has the first down. A foot race to the end zone. Taking it all the way home.
I tried to dive on the ground.
Touchdown. That touchdown might just wrap it up.
Yeah, it sure will, Jim. It's been an
minute.
exciting game all day, and the score.
Obviously, I
late in the
tried
game
to hurry
like this
the
put
game
it
up.
away. It's time to celebrate a little on the sideline.
Driving extra point is good.
I didn't mean to score that last touchdown, Todd.
The Panthers
I
are
know.
prepared to return the kickoff. And that return ends rather quietly short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16. The Panthers head onto the field here, Phil, looking for anything positive after what has truly been a disappointing performance all around.
I think when you have games like this and you're behind and it's just not gone well for you all day, then you just try to get the game over with, even though you're losing. Because if you keep forcing the issue and trying to make plays, all that can happen is probably bad, and you don't want to get anybody hurt in this situation.
Should have had it.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
The Panthers had to go all out for 60 minutes last week in a victory, and now perhaps it's caught up with them. They've been struggling to stay in this game here, Phil.
No shortcuts in the NFL. They played 60 minutes last week. They are definitely not playing 60 minutes this week. To me, Jim, they look a little tired. So many times when you drop the football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration.
Laughing at what they were saying about you?
Serious about what you're doing.
Get out of my way, you idiot.
Incomplete, and it brings
Obviously they melt when I'm shooting them.
the
And you just
Panthers
keep
need to
standing in
get to the
front of them.
26 to get a first down.
Melt them into
gun,
butter.
Newton.
Yeah, this guy, he's like a lot lower level than me. I sit there and watch.
What a horrible time to throw
Not
the interception.
doing very much
Hats
damage.
off to the defense
You're
here,
taking
Phil.
knees, Todd.
They come up with the stop,
Fine.
the play, the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. You know, they took advantage of a quarterback who they
Good game,
knew
Nate.
was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on it.
This will be second down.
Man wants me to be unsportsmanlike. It says 50 burger.
Takes the knee.
You're relatively calm the whole game, Todd.
He did
We've
seem
often
calm.
talked about prime time and how
Well, you
the
missed the one
players
time he
of
threw
today
his controller.
tell us It's all about me kind of a mentality. And for you in the booth,
But he only
you
threw it
get
up in
to
the air.
enjoy it being all about you having a chance to call
And then
this
he
one
started
today
picking apart
in
my
prime time.
defense.
He didn't lose it this time.
That's right. It's all about
What do you mean?
me, and it would have been
Lose
if I
his
could have just
controller.
got you to be quiet for
I
a few
didn't lose
minutes.
his controller.
But it's awesome to win in a game that's featured in everybody in the country. All your peers, they watch you. It just doesn't get better.
So for Bill Sims and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Van saying so long for now.
I only threw for 135 yards. That's like a season low for me. Actually, a career low for my team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he rushed for 235, so it doesn't matter.
I gotta find out how long my quarterback's out for.
Hey Todd, you tried.
I know I tried, Lewis. I just don't have. I just can't play anymore. I don't know how to play against a user. Don't do I know how to play against. I don't know how to play against a computer either.
Labyrinth, I thought it'd be longer than 4 weeks.